Hello and welcome to 8 steps on how to manifest quickly when you feel like manifestation isn't working for you. I have been there and I hear it time and time and time again when I tell people I'm a manifestation coach. They'll say, it's so frustrating because I don't think manifestation works for me. And what I want you to know is that every single person on the planet can learn how to manifest. It's like learning a new language. It's like learning a new skill, learning how to play a new instrument. That has a learning curve and it can be extremely frustrating. I don't know about you, but I've tried to learn new languages and new instruments, and I get so frustrated that I want to completely give up. And it's the same thing when learning how to manifest, because you're learning how to see reality differently. You're learning how to see and believe in the unseen rather than the seen, right? You're learning how to base what you're creating in life based off of what you're feeling and thinking and believing, rather than what you're seeing is physically happening after you take a certain action right away. So first, I just want you to know what you're feeling is normal. You're not alone, and that doesn't mean it doesn't work for you. And my hope is that through these 8 steps, you can apply them today, and today begin experiencing evidence and proof that manifestation works for you. I didn't believe in manifestation until I started doing these little experiments, and I began to see like, whoa, my life is shifting. This is changing. I set an intention to have a free coffee, and then I went to a coffee shop, and someone that I knew there ended up working there. I didn't know she worked there. She gave me a free coffee. And I was like, I don't know if that counts because I've already bought myself a coffee and it was the afternoon, so I didn't even want the extra one. Then she came to my house the next day and gave me a gift card, a $50 gift card for coffee. And, it's little insignificant things like that that create evidence within our conscious mind and our subconscious mind that says, oh, okay, this is actually working. And if it can work for these small, insignificant things, then it can work for the bigger things like love and money and career and things that we typically are very emotionally attached to. And that's why we get frustrated that it's not working. So go ahead and grab your journal if you have one with you and write down these 8 steps and apply them today and watch what happens, okay? The first step is to ask yourself, how am I feeling? So take a moment, take a deep breath, and just ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? And if you're feeling frustrated that manifestation isn't working for you, or annoyed or angry, it's good to know how you're feeling. Because here's the thing, if you try and manifest from a frustrated energy, you're just sending out the vibration and frequency of being frustrated. So what are you going to attract? You're going to attract more evidence to prove to yourself, oh, I'm frustrated, I'm trying to manifest. You're just going to attract more frustration. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So you don't want to try to manifest from this energy. It's kind of like, think of it in like a romantic relationship, and you're like really angry and mad and frustrated with your partner. Would you try and solve a problem in that energy? Well, to solve a problem in a relationship like that, you want to take time, you want to take space, you want to take a pause, come into your body, soothe yourself, take responsibility for your triggers, and then come and have a conscious conversation. So it's very similar. It's just like if you were to get a work email and someone made you really angry and frustrated, are you going to respond right away and try and solve that problem? Or are you going to let yourself cool down, calm down, come to a neutral place, and then try and solve the work problem? It's the same thing with manifesting. So now that you're aware of how you're feeling, we'll come to step 2, which is to accept it. Accept where you're at. When something happens in our life that annoys us, frustrates us, and we entangle with it, we're entangling in the quantum field with what's not working. And this area of the quantum field it's not working. And we're entangling our thoughts, our beliefs, all of it with it's not working. So what are we going to attract? More of it, it's not working, right? So when something doesn't go your way, what you want to do is just say this. This is what I like to say. It works so well. I say, okay, this did not go as planned. This is not the ideal situation for me. I don't like where I'm at. It is what it is. There's nothing I can change about it. There's nothing I can change about the past, right? It is what it is. It happened. It's done. So, what do I want to do about it now? It is what it is. It's done. So, what do I want to do about it now? That is the frequency of change. We could spend our entire lives being mad about something that happened in the past, or we could say it is what it is. I fucked up, or that didn't go as planned, or it didn't turn out the way I wanted. So what do I want to do about it now? And my intuition tells me that you want to make a change, right? If you're frustrated with your money situation, it is what it is. So what do I want to do about it now? I want to dwell on the energy and frequency of abundance. If you're frustrated about love, your love life, it is what it is. So what do I want to do about it now? I want to dwell on the frequency of love. Someone made you really angry and upset and you're so mad. It is what it is. So what do I want to do about it now? I want to feel inner peace. So I want to dwell in the energy and frequency of inner peace. So that is step 3. Get clear on what you want to experience. What is the outcome and what is the emotion and frequency of that you're going to step into? Typically, it's abundance, love, peace, joy. Okay, step number 4. Now we're going to shift your energy. We're going to shift your energy into an energy of gratitude and appreciation for what you have. This is the number one mistake I see when people are manifesting, is they want to solve a problem, but they're thinking from a place of lack. Just the other day, a friend was talking to me about creating more clients in her business. And she was like, oh God, it's just like, it doesn't work for me. Like the social media thing just doesn't work for me. But maybe I should do this, or maybe I should do that, or maybe I should do that. And she was trying to generate ideas from this place of frustration. And like, it's not working. Again, and being entangled in that energy. So what we want to do, instead of making that number one mistake, is pause and notice that you're dwelling in an energy of lack and an energy of frustration. And you want to shift. And the quickest, easiest, simplest way to shift from fear to love, and from lack into abundance, and from it's not working into it's going to work, is gratitude and appreciation for what you already have. I just taught an entire 1-hour module on this inside of Love Embodied this morning. It's one of my group coaching programs. And gratitude is the most magnetic energy on the planet. We cannot experience fear and lack when we're feeling gratitude and appreciation for what we already have. It's impossible. It's literally impossible. So if you want to change something in your life, in your love life, in your career, in your relationship with money, in just your inner being and how you feel, if you make gratitude and appreciation your number one practice, your life will completely change. and it's free and you can access it at any time, and you can get really good at tapping into it all day long. So before you try and solve your problem and make that number one manifesting mistake from a place of lack, shift into a place of gratitude and appreciation. There's many ways to do this. One of my favorite ways is to grab a cup of coffee and just speak out loud. And I'll feel in my heart, like I'll bring my awareness into my heart, I'll breathe into my heart, and I'll feel joy when I speak out loud. And I'll have my coffee in my hands and I'll say, I'm so grateful for this cup of coffee. Thank you. And I'll be speaking to God or the universe. I'll say, thank you for this coffee. Thank you for my family. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for me, like leading me to be in this beautiful place of Bali. Thank you for my clients. Thank you for my money. Thank you for my community. Even when I had like negative money in the account, I would say, thank you. Thank you for my money. Thank you for my credit cards. There was a point in my life where it felt like I had nothing. I would say I have nothing, right? I had no money. My love life was in shambles. I felt like I had no good friends. I didn't know what I wanted to do in my career. And then I learned about gratitude, and I realized that was an illusion I was creating in my mind. The lack was an illusion because I was comparing myself to other people or to what I had in the past or what I wanted in the future. And in reality, I was like, wait, I have this cup of coffee. Okay, well, I can be grateful for this. I can feel joy for this in this moment. And then I said, wait, I have a roof over my head. Even though it was my parents' roof over my head and I had to stay in it, I felt a bit ashamed about it. I was like, wait, okay, but I do have a roof over my head. I can be grateful for this. Wait, I do have people who love me. I can be grateful for this. Wait, although it's so freezing outside, I can sit by the window and watch the snow fall. I can be grateful for this. And I began to rampage and create this, I think Abraham Hicks or someone calls it a rampage of appreciation, rampage of gratitude. And I began to realize, oh, I do have a lot to be grateful for. It was me thinking I needed more that was creating an illusion of lack. And what's so cool about tapping into that frequency of appreciation for what you have now is it completely shifts where you're dwelling within the quantum field, and it immediately begins bringing you more things to be grateful for. So anytime I felt stuck in life, I've realized I forgot about my gratitude and appreciation practice, and I tap back into it, and it's like crazy things happen very quickly. So that's your step number 4. Shift your energy into an energy of gratitude and abundance, especially before you try to solve any problem or manifest anything. Then you want to set an intention. So step number 5 is to set an intention to manifest something small and insignificant. The reason for this is because when you right off the bat try to manifest things that you're really emotionally attached to, typically it's money or love, like relationships, what happens is you're so emotionally attached, you want it so badly that you're actually repelling it energetically, right? Because when we want something really bad, what vibration are we giving out into the universe? We're giving out the vibration of lack, right? We don't want things that we have. So when you want something really bad, you're typically giving out a frequency of lack. So that's why it repels those things from you, and it can take a bit longer to attract those things you feel very attached to. So you want to play with something that you're not super emotionally attached to. For some people, that is money. So for example, a couple years ago, I was coaching a client who received around like $1 million a year. So she wasn't emotionally attached to money. It was very easy for her to play with money and say, universe, send me another stream of income today. And then she had so many stories. It was so fun to celebrate with her. But one of them was she like shorted a stock or something and like made $40K in one day. And like for her, that was like fun and easy. And the love life side of things and like the inner peace side of things was a bit more challenging for her to manifest. On the flip side, maybe that's not you, and you actually feel more emotionally attached to money, but more effortless in your love life or in your friendships. So you could set an intention to, this has been a really, really fun one for me to play with in Bali. So you may notice by my frizzy, curly beach hair, I am in Bali now. I'm living in Bali right now, and for me, it's always been really easy and fun for me to manifest when dating. And now, I took a 6-month break from dating after my last breakup and just living with friends and family throughout the States for 6 months. I've been excited to date here, but I feel very unattached. I feel so good in myself, so whole, so complete, so happy that I'm just kind of like, eventually I'll want a life partner. I'm open to it, but I'm not looking for it. And I only want to spend time with people who add value to my life. I don't want to swipe on any dating apps. I don't want to filter through people. I just want to spend time with cool people who add value, who add joy to my life. So I said, when I got here, I said, universe, show me, like send some cool people my way. And it's been so fun. I've been here for maybe 12 days and I've been on multiple dates just organically, meeting the coolest people, really, really, really enjoying myself. And I'll leave it there. But I'm giving this example because for me, I'm very unattached to that. So it's a really fun way for me to play with manifesting and to keep teaching my subconscious mind that it works. I remember I went on a kind of date with someone, and I realized I wasn't feeling it. So I said, okay, universe, now send me someone who I have more of a sensual connection with, a more romantic connection, and they're a really good guy and they're really funny. And then I met someone like that later that day. And then I was like, send me someone actually who you think would be best for me without me having to create a list. And then the next day I met someone and I was like blown away by them. And it's just been really fun to play with. So that's a way that you can do it as well if you feel like detached in that way when dating. Another way that you could set a small and insignificant intention that you're not super attached to is like, universe, give me a sign. Send me a sign that's like unmistakable, or send me a free cup of coffee. It can be anything. Choose it, stick with it, and then we'll move to step number 6, which is to say thank you in advance. So you've already said thank you for all that I have, thank you for this, thank you for that. And then you'll say thank you for your intention. This is the kicker. Another huge mistake people make when manifesting is they think they need to set the intention all day, every day, over and over and over again. But the thing is, once you set the intention once, the seed has been planted. So don't go into the garden and pull up the seed and replant it every single day. Your job after you set intentions is just to water the seeds, to give them sunlight, to nourish them. So you've set your intention. And now you need to say thank you in advance. That is how you water your seed. That's how you draw your intention to you. So actually, if you've set intentions for even the bigger things you're manifesting, you don't need to keep asking for it. Say, thank you, God. Thank you, universe, for bringing this into my life. Thank you for moving through my finances. Thank you for moving through my love life. Thank you for bringing me inner peace. Thank you for bringing me joy. Thank you for bringing me a relationship beyond my dreams. Thank you for moving a dream business through me that's in your design. Okay. Then we move to step 7. Okay. Step 7 is to hand it over to God, the universe, something greater, which we kind of just played with in step 6, but this is really surrendering control and letting yourself be guided. Okay, I want to read you a quote that I heard yesterday. I don't know who said it. It's from the Above Inspiration YouTube account, where they kind of compile a bunch of motivational speakers. But I really love this, and I want to read it to you. When we're at our worst, God is at his best. Things start looking up when you start looking up. Don't build your life on what you think you can do. Build it on what you think your God can do. I'm going to read that again. When we're at our worst, God is at his best. Things start looking up when you start looking up. Don't build your life on what you think you can do. Build it on what you think your God can do. And if the word God triggers you, I've been there, and I encourage you to use the word universe or source, whatever feels good for you. Here's the thing. I felt really, really stuck last summer in all areas. I knew I wanted to keep coaching, but I was fed up with the way I was marketing for 4.5 years. I felt lost in my love life, lost on where I was meant to live. And I kept thinking, Alicia, you teach manifestation. Why aren't you changing this? Why aren't you manifesting what you want? And it felt like I put it all on my shoulders. It was my job to manifest. It was my job to attract it to me. And then I remembered, whoa, wait, this isn't me doing this. It's not my job to manifest. It's my job to align my energy, give it over, and take inspired action. I had lost my connection to God and the universe. I had lost my connection to the divine's plan for my life. I started trying to plan out my life my way, when in actuality, God had a way more beautiful plan for me. I had to surrender to that. And one of my favorite quotes from A Course in Miracles is, what is it? I wrote it down in case I forgot. Yes. Those who are certain of the outcome can afford to wait and wait without anxiety. How good is that? Those who are certain of the outcome can afford to wait and wait without anxiety. There is a greater plan for you. Your dream life, business, career, relationship, friendship, lifestyle. It is all there for you. God wants to move it through you. A life beyond your wildest dreams. And when you connect with that greater energy and you feel that truth, then something really beautiful happens where you're no longer in this place of lack, thinking, I need to manifest it right now. Why isn't it happening? You no longer ask yourself, why isn't it happening? Because you know. You know that this or something better is happening because you're supported and you're guided and you're held by something greater. And not only are you held by something greater, but something greater wants to move an incredible life through you. It wants to move abundance through you. It wants to move money through you. It wants to move love through you so that you're a vessel and that you're moving it out. God, I believe, wants to move through us, move money through us, move love through us, move peace through us. He wants to do beautiful work on the planet through us. So of course it's going to happen. Of course it's going to happen. So I don't need to sit there and wonder, why is my manifestation practice not working? I need to continue to give thanks in advance. That's it. Take aligned action, dwell in a field of presence and gratitude, eliminate distractions like scrolling on social media or comparing yourself to other people. We're all at our own pace. We're all on our own journey. Be in your energy, be in presence, practice appreciating what you have now and saying thank you in advance for all that's on its way to you, and watch. Not only will you attract the most beautiful, magical life, but you get to a place where you're just chilling and you're flowing and you're like, I'm good. Like, I'm so abundant with what I have. Even if on the outside, people may think it doesn't look like you have very much. You're like, I'm good. I am good. And I am certain of the outcome. It's going to happen in this way or something even better. So I can afford to wait. And wait without anxiety because I'm chilling. I'm enjoying my life. I'm appreciating what I have now. Okay? Then we move to step 8, which is to look for it. Look for it. Keep your eyes out for what you're intending. And when you see something, celebrate it. I told you earlier how it's fun for me to play in this manifesting with dating, also with like social media and like creating content. And when things are flowing, I'm like, God is showing off. The universe is showing off. Like, you are showing off. And I have this like fun banter with it. And I swear that makes things happen more. I'm like, thank you. This is so cool. Do it again. Let's do it this way. Show me more. Like, make it more magical. The more that you celebrate what happens in your life that's going well, the more the universe is going to send you things to celebrate. Okay? Whew. That was the 8 steps. They work. I've never worked with a client where they haven't worked. So I really encourage you to practice this, apply it, rewatch this video, write down the steps, like come back to it again and again. And just remember that with the things that you feel a more dense charge around, it's like learning a new language. It's like learning a new instrument. And sometimes you'll need support on that. For example, the next time I try to learn guitar, which actually might be very soon, I'm going to hire an instructor because it's way too hard for me to learn on my own. I know I will get it so much quicker when I have an instructor. I've been learning to surf the past few weeks, and it is so much easier having someone there who is an expert, who's been through it, who sees what I can't see. So you may want to hire a therapist, hire a coach, hire someone who's been where you are and who is where you want to be to speed the process up. Also, when it comes to manifesting love, we have trauma, we have attachment styles, we have wounds. We need to do our part and do our own healing if we want to have really healthy, beautiful relationships. That doesn't happen on our own. It happens with another person or with a group. And when it comes to manifesting money, we need a path. If you have like trauma and stuck energy and scarcity around money, to clear that from your body as well. So I have a variety. Well, I actually have 2 courses on that. I have Love Embodied and abundance embodied. And I also dive way deeper into all of these steps within my manifestation masterclass. Because you are on YouTube, you have a special YouTube discount that you can get in the description of this episode. And I teach free classes throughout the year. My next one is actually coming up this month in February of 2024. It's called The Art of Attracting Abundance, where we'll merge the law of attraction with faith and God's plan. If this was supportive for you, I'm so happy. Please feel free to send it to any friends or family members that you think it will help. Like and subscribe. I'll be creating more videos like this. I believe in you. I love you. I'm excited for you. And I hope you have a beautiful, magical day. Happy manifesting.